they're going quite fine, all right? They express quite satisfaction. Again, NFP, couple talking about it in the couple newsletter. He says the biggest surprise when they started using NFP is what started to happen in our marriage after we started using NFP. I started to feel more in sync with Monica. By that I mean we wanted to have sex around the same time. We also started to enjoy our sex life a lot more. Monica was more responsive and she was in the mood more often. I found that after using NFP we were having sex more frequently. In fact, I read a research study that showed that this is common for couples who use NFP. A man is in a household with a woman who's having fertile cycles, right? He's producing more testosterone. She has sexual desires. It's going to go better. So if you want to say, I'm waiting for the Time magazine cover that says, have better sex. Wait till marriage to have sex. Don't use contraception, all right? And go to church, all right? Those are almost, it's the guarantee for a much better sex life than other people are having. Again, I've mentioned this before, but the difference between contraceptive sex and non-contraceptive sex is enormous. We have this one picture of this couple who are dancing. They're very sensuous, but they're anonymous, no faces. And that's basically saying, I want to have sex with you. It means almost nothing. We could make a long list. We shouldn't do it. We shouldn't even begin to do it. We could make a long list of people we'd like to have sex with. Don't do it. But we could. But now start making a list of people you're willing to have children with. Make that list. That's an incredibly short list, right? And that's what non-contraceptive sex says. That says, I want you to be the mother or the father of my children. As I said, it means I like your eyes, your smile, your walk, and especially I like your values. I want you to be the father of my children. I want you to be the mother of my children. That's the most important thing for us. We want to be good parents. And if we want to be good parents, we have to have a spouse that's going to be a good parent. And that's what non-contraceptive sex says to someone. It's, I've chosen you and you unlike any other. I love you like I love no one else. And I'm making this lifetime commitment with you. All right, contraception has serious, and some people say it has no serious health risk. The myth is that contraception has no serious health risk. Well, of course, first of all, let's say, fertility is a great good. You have all these people on this cartoon protesting BST hormone-treated cows, genetically altered tomatoes, irradiated meat, and this one woman's shouting at a woman who's against the abortion pill, what are you, some kind of nut? And of course, my point is here, a woman's body is a very delicate and vibrant and wonderful ecological system. It works beautifully. So why would we put all these chemicals into a system that works beautifully? We don't want to put it into our food, into our water, into our air supply, but we expect women to do this day after day, month after month, year after year. It doesn't make any sense again. Common side effects, we've talked about quite a few of these, but again, remember, a woman who's using a chemical contraceptive is in a state of pseudo-pregnancy. And many women will tell you when they're pregnant, they have some increased irritability, increased propensity to depression, weight gain, and a reduced sex drive. So these are common side effects. And doctors say, well, that's not a big deal. So yeah, I don't mind being irritable and depressed, etc. That's just a small thing, right? That's crazy. These are some of the lawsuits. They're amazing. This is back in 2008. Johnson & Johnson paid $68 million to settle birth control cases on the patch. Johnson & Johnson spent at least $68.7 million to settle hundreds of lawsuits filled by women who suffered blood clots, heart attacks, or strokes. And these are largely women between the ages of 17 and 30 who generally don't suffer blood clots, heart attacks, or strokes. But they were having them because of the patch. They had used the company's OrthoEver birth control patch. Johnson & Johnson, the world's largest maker of healthcare products, avoided trials through the confidential settlements and hasn't released the financial details to investors. I have talked to doctors who say after they prescribed the patch a couple times, they wouldn't do it again for the number of problems that the girls had that were using it. Breast cancer, huge increase in breast cancer because of contraceptive pills. This is the Jessica Dahl study in 2009. The Jessica Dahl study shows a strong connection between the use of oral contraceptives and a particularly aggressive form of breast cancer with a high mortality rate known as triple-negative breast cancer, TNBC. The study also found that the connection was highest among women who began using oral contraceptives while they were teenagers. The 2009 Jessica Dahl study appeared in the April 2009 issue of the Cancer Journal, Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention. The research